Campfire Council. Thunderhands here. You can call me Thunder. Off the charts. Off the charts. This weekend has been one of those weekends, and probably a weekend like you won't see for a while. And it all boils down to events happening in the world like I've talked about many, many times. I feel vindicated, actually, only this is something that you don't really want to be vindicated on. So we got the Russian thing. Forget about this damn airplane, okay? That everybody's harping about. That's a big distraction to take your mind off the other events that are going on, like the vote in Crimea to accept, to be accepted by Russia into their territory, or they're already Russian. And the United States, with their big, bold threats about how they're going to do economic sanctions against Russia, and Russia massing 60,000 troops on the border of the Ukraine, and these big arguments going on. And remember, I said this when I was talking about getting out of the cities. I said anything could happen at any time. And before that, I mentioned about how I watch everything geopolitical, geographical, blah, 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 covering the whole spectrum of things. And I just report it to you, not report it, but tell you what's going on, because half people don't know what's going on. Now this incident, okay, in the Ukraine right now, and this could be any incident happening anytime. That's why I said, well, it's not specific to any one thing. But it gets intense sometimes, and then it backs off, and then it gets intense. And when it gets intense, everybody starts flipping out, and getting scared, and talking about this and that, and that's because they don't have any trust anymore in what they're told. They're like, oh my God, where could that plane be? Is it coming back here as a missile? Blah, 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 blah. Well, don't you trust your government to take care of you people? I guess not. Now listen to me here. This is off the charts this weekend. Facing down Russia and threatening Russia, and specifically, the president of Russia, Putin, P-U-T-I-N, Putin, who is ex-KGB, nobody you should mess with. I'm not sticking up for anybody here. I'm just telling you what's happening, okay? I heard it said today that if you mess with Putin, it's like, you're messing with somebody that would fry his own mother in a microwave. I mean, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I believe that, but he's definitely no nonsense. And then another person said, could have been the same person, financial person's, an expert on gold, has been for 50 years, and the financial thing, a man named Jim Sinclair said that just like that, Putin could destroy the U.S. economy if they enforce these sanctions on him. It'd be like America shooting itself in the foot. Now, you can believe whatever you want to believe. And I know that there's a lot of flag wavers out there, that say, I guess they don't realize what this government did to Native Americans or the natives or the indigenous people of this land, or they wouldn't be doing that. Or maybe they would. Maybe they're just like them. So here's the deal. Here's the straight skinny, so to speak. It's like we're on the verge of nuclear war over stupidity, over a lack of communication, over a misguided effort, a misguided mindset, or maybe just a total psychotic mindset. I don't know. But even if nothing happens out of this, I mean, we're so close right now to something really happening. All it would take is just a little mistake. Oops, push the wrong button there, or oh, didn't mean to go that far, or ooh, maybe we shouldn't have done that. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about Campfire Council, and this is a Campfire Council. Okay, here's the fire, and here's the council, me, so far. Oh yeah, there's members that are signing up for the Campfire Council. I got a mailing list now. And I'm happy that people are waking up a little. And I'm still trying to do some things with the organization, the Campfire Council, so that we can all be included somewhere besides right here on the video. But my counsel to you is this, and that is, listen to the wind. Just like my book, Listen to the Wind, Speak from the Heart. Okay? And listening to the wind means look at what's going on around you on all levels, spiritual, physical, all levels, okay? And I've said before, well, hey, I don't want to waste my breath here, but nobody else is, very few people are doing videos today on YouTube, so I thought, well, what are they all hiding in their bunkers or something, waiting for that big nuke to go off? I'm telling you people, I was around during the Cuban Missile Crisis, and this is like akin to that. Maybe worse. Probably worse. And now, I think America is like kind of chagrined or embarrassed because all these people voted to go for Russia and the Crimea, and they said, well, if they do that, we're going to impose sanctions and blah 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 blah. The usual rhetoric, the usual. And of course, all of this is propagated on lies. Okay. All of it is propagated on lies. Lies abound. Okay, I mean, it is off the charts right now. It's like we're walking through quicksand. It's like the I Ching says, we're stepping on the tail of the tiger. Step lightly, people. Those in control, those who think they're in control. Now that's why I said that it was so important to get out of the cities. Because if this shit comes down, you're going to be walking around in chaos. And it might not come down Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or for a week, but hey, right now it looks like it'd come down any second. And again, we call these flashpoints. Okay, here's the powder keg, okay, all this stuff going on, and here's the fuse, and here's the match, and the match is getting real close to that fuse. Whoops, tss, there goes the fuse right towards the powder keg, and then boom. Now, I'm not trying to be funny here. I'm being real when I'm telling you this, and I don't know how long I'm going to keep this video going, but that's exactly why I tried to form this Campfire Council thing where everybody could get out of the cities, join up here, join Thunder in his little crusade of like, let's get the hell out of Dodge. Okay? I got a link down below that tells you where to go to check out the Campfire Council and be tribal, live outside the cities, get away from, your mode of living that you're in. Because one gentleman said today, wait till inflation hits, or wait till the products can't come in anymore, and this is stuff. I mean, they're saying stuff now that I have been saying. I'm not tooting my own horn here, but I've been saying this stuff for years, and especially the last 6 months, because I see things, okay? And I'm sure other people see them too, but most people don't. Most people are really ignorant about facts, about financial matters, and how one thing will affect another thing, and and it's all about wars, financial wars and real wars, because that's where they make their money, or that's how they manipulate themselves into making more money. Oh, we got to have this pipeline. Oh, and it just happens to go through the Ukraine or whatever. Russia's in our way. Some people might get the idea that Russia's just some kind of weak, small country that lost its power at the fall of the Soviet Union. That's not true. It's a superpower, people. And like I say, I'm not taking sides here. I'm looking at the big picture. You got a superpower supposedly over here with the United States, and then another superpower, Russia, and they're both have nuclear capability and nuclear, delivery systems that can shoot those bombs way over across the sea. We don't want that. But what's even worse is that one might have the capability to cut off some kind of financial pipeline, not an oil pipeline. I'm talking about a financial pipeline. And then, oh yeah, you had the president just come out with a new executive order today about sanctions and stuff, and it's like I read through that and it was like, I don't know if I like this, but it's one of those things, where there's lots of stuff between the lines and lots of different interpretations, and who knows. But when an executive order comes out, that just means, well, I'm bypassing Congress and all that stuff. I'm just going to write a new law. And it's going to be my law, and I'm going to write it any way I want. And that was supposed to be used in, and it's supposed to be used in dire emergencies. So the wording in this new executive order is, this is an international emergency. Now think about that. The president of this United States writes an executive order and says this is an international, because of an international emergency. Well, what does that tell you? He's either lying or it's the truth. You be the judge. Now, I watched a video on that blew my mind, a news video, a real one, that the mainstream media would never show you. And this guy filmed what was going on in the Ukraine for about an hour straight. And on this side you had Ukrainians, on this side you had Russians. Well, guess what? They're both the same. Back tribally, they'd both be riding reindeers, you know, speaking the same language, and they're fighting each other because of what's going on with the political agenda, killing each other, throwing flashbang grenades and beating each other with baseball bats and lead pipes. I watched this stuff for an hour and I went, I gotta go pray right now for the world. Think about it. And why am I telling you this? I don't know. 'Cause you don't know, or you don't want to know, or you think it's all just a big, oh yeah, that's on TV, it'll blow over. People, people, people. One of these days it's not going to blow over, and this could be it. This could be the day, or tomorrow could be the day, or the next day. And everybody will go, yeah, I remember when Thunder talked about that. Why didn't I listen? I don't know what people are doing out there. Frying burgers, you know, celebrating St. Patrick's Day with green beer, or what? What are you doing? Have some for me too. You need to listen to the wind. You need to read my book, Listen to the Wind. It's got some good stuff in there. Listen to the Wind, Speak from the Heart by Divine Arts Publishing. Written by Roger Thunderhands Gilbert, yours truly. Talks about a lot of this stuff. The link is down below for Campfire Council, which will take you to anything else that you want to ever know about me as far as the books that I've written or whatever. I have this concept that I keep harping on about getting out of the cities, and you know, people are going to wake up one day. I might not even be here by then, who knows? But they're going to wake up one day and there's going to be chaotic situations like I saw in that video. Everybody thinks, oh, that can't happen here. It's happened here already. They just don't want you to know about it in isolated spots. They put it down real quick. But it ain't going to be so quick one of these days. What do you think they did to the people in Occupy movement? They sprayed pepper spray right in college students' faces, directly, 6 inches from their eyes. You think that feels good? Try it sometime. Take some pepper spray and spray it right in your face for about 5 seconds. You'll probably die. Don't do that. I'm just kidding. But you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make a point here. Actually, I'm trying to make several points. And the point is that people need to get out of the cities. Let's get this thing going. And I ask for donation. It's like people are tone deaf or they're deaf. It's like you might say, well, what right do you have to ask for a donation? I'm asking for you so I can form this 501c and get a lot of resources coming in and get this thing going. And I sent out newsletters and all this stuff. And it's like people are just complacent about it. Hello? Well, if you really want this, then you will consider a donation. And I can get a lot accomplished right now, and I put an amount out there of $149. And I can get this thing going like it should be going. Excuse me. Getting a little hoarse here because I've been talking your ear off for a while now, and it's like, okay, well, if you don't want to donate, at least join up so I'll have your name on the list. Go there and fill out that newsletter and you'll automatically be joined up. If you do nothing else, if you can't do another damn thing, do that. Okay? I don't know what's wrong with people. I mean, I'll just talk straight out. Here I'm offering something for like somebody to make a small donation of $5 or something on my site where it says donate to help us all. Okay? I'm just going to quit. I'll just do it myself and I'll have my own corporation, okay? If that's the way it's going to be. I mean, I give $5 in, say, 3 weeks to homeless people. Okay? And I can't even afford that myself. People, you got to have a more giving attitude if you want to receive something in return. And even if you don't want to, that should not be an expectation anyway. It should just be a giving attitude, like I'm giving here freely of my time and my energy and my resources and my payment for the internet and all this stuff. I'm not selling gold bullion or real estate or anything else. I mentioned my books, big deal. Buy it or don't buy it. But I'm trying to get something going for you guys and me. And you're sitting around. I know I'm giving you a hard time. That's okay. I just want to say right now, if you don't donate, that doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't. I know some people out there that have really good hearts and they write me and they never donate. You know, and it's like, well, some people just don't donate. That's part of their rule. You know, I don't donate to anything. Well, that's okay. That's okay. It's a good rule, I guess, sometimes, not to just become detached from everything. So, you know, I don't mean to get overbearing here, but if you want something, I mean, I don't know. I'll leave it up to Great Spirit, I guess, because I'm going to do this anyway. Okay? It's like I am the entity Campfire Council here. I am the chief executive officer, or whatever you want to call me, because that's what you have to have when you incorporate. That with the fees and all that stuff. And I might not be able to pay all these fees right now, but I will eventually. because I know the benefit of it. Now, at some point, I might just drop the whole thing and go, you know what, I'm just going to do what I do, and I'm not going to really worry about anything. I'm not really worried about it, but maybe I'm misguided here. Should I not help my fellow man and try to organize things and get them out of the cities because I know they're going to fall, and teach them survival tactics and techniques and self-defense and spirituality, and have a nice groovy community around a campfire out of, is this just a dream I have? Is this Thunder's dream? Maybe I should rename the Thunder's Dream. Thunder's Dreams of Grandeur. Anyway, I'm just telling you that things are off the charts this weekend. And they could fully manipulate things back on track for a while, although this situation is pretty dicey. Okay? It's pretty dicey. So it's a crapshoot, okay, as to what's going to happen globally between two superpowers that are threatening each other, mad at each other face to face, or seemingly so. I just don't trust these people that we got out there called leaders. Maybe you trust them, but as an indigenous person, I have learned that I'm not going to trust those who killed all the buffalo and had gold fever and ruined all the sacred lands. And we know this for a long time, man. Long time. It's in our DNA. Okay? It's off the reservation what they're doing right now. It's pushing the envelope. You know, it's like that balloon and you got the pin there and you're pushing on it, or a pencil or something, just to see how hard you can push before it blows up. And I'm not overstating this by any stretch of the imagination. It's, you know, it's incredible to me that I turn on the mainstream media here in America and they're like, all they're talking about is this. I'm a pilot, okay? And they're talking about this plane. Like a plane's never crashed before, or a plane's never disappeared, or, well, you know what? If Air Force One disappeared like this plane did, they'd find it like that. So don't sit there and tell me, oh, we can't find this plane and this and that, and it's the pilot, and there were 20, radar technicians on board and all this. Where are they getting all this information? What is this? It's a big distraction. Who cares? Oh, they could take the jet and fly it in as a, just like they did in 9/11, man. They could fly it in and blow up something. Really? Well, I got news for you. They got jets all around the world just sitting in hangars that they could do this with. They don't need to, like, make a plane disappear. Although that would be a good MacGuffin, which is a plot, part of the plot. Oh, it disappeared and here it comes. I'm telling you, people will buy anything. They'll watch the news for a week straight about an airplane disappearing while the world's on the brink of nuclear annihilation. That just about sums up what was going on this week. Are you ready for next week? Okay, so I'm going to end it there, but go to the link below, please, and just check it out. Check out Campfire Council. People are always saying, yeah, I want to live like an Apache, or yeah, I love the native ways and all that stuff. Well, put your money where your mouth is. If you want to get out there, help me organize something so we can all get out there. I'm going anyway if I have to put a backpack on my back, okay? I can survive. I'm a tracker, I'm a survivalist, I know how to do this. But wouldn't it be selfish of me not to try to include others? And at some point I'm going to go, ding dong, they don't care. So anyway, I love you people, I really do, or I wouldn't even waste my breath here. And I hope I'm not, but you never know. So anyway, I guess I'll end it there. I'm going to put some flashes of my books up, which I seriously think that you should seriously consider checking out. Because it's got buku information about all this kind of stuff. Hopi Prophecy, the Emergence book with that, and Listen to the Wind Speak from the Heart. So I'm going to put some flashes up right now with those books for quite a while, and you can check them out. And you can find them by going to the websites below and just cruising around and saying, oh yeah, there's his book, boom, there it is. Okay people, enough ranting for today, but it's been an intense weekend. Blessings to you all, much love. I'm out of here. Later.